Leprosy is one of the earliest known and most infectious diseases known to man. It is not hereditary. It is curable. It is caused by a germ called Mycobacterium leprae. It belongs to the same family of the germ that causes tuberculosis. That's why it's most leprosy around there's always a tuberculosis testing center. But the beauty of it is that the modern drug for the cure of leprosy came out recently. It's called MDT. Once anybody is discovered to have leprosy, they are taken to the center, and once the drug is administered, within 2 to 3 weeks, they're actually cured. And once they are cured, they cannot affect anybody anymore. But our major concern is their children, who today, though their parents have leprosy, they are also treated as if they themselves have leprosy, and they're highly stigmatized. So when they go to school, people don't want to identify with them. Their friends don't want to identify with them. And sometimes when they even borrow pen or paper from their other people's children, they don't want it back. So that is a high level of stigmatization. So our concern is to begin to educate the public and everyone that cares to listen that these children are human beings like us who deserve a place in the society. But let's just look at it. Their parents are already deformed. Leprosy is such a very dangerous disease. It leaves most of the victims with high level of deformity. Some of them go blind, some of them lose their fingers, some of them lose their limbs. But however the degree of the deformity is, getting to work is always very difficult. Apart from the inability that leprosy creates, there's also some elements of societal stigmatization. So they cannot really fit in. But as these children grow up, knowing that they are not leprosy patients themselves, but somehow they want to engage in education, they want to engage in some skills and trade to be able to activate some things in their life. But that is a big challenge. That is why we are appealing to you. Can you come out and support these children of leprosy victims? Our belief is that when you sponsor and contribute to the education of a child, you're actually building a new generation of hopeful people, so that when they grow up, they will be active, they will be able to fend for themselves, they will be able to cater for themselves. And looking at it in the long run, when their parents eventually get old and die, these children will have no reason to remain in the leprosy center. How do they survive today? They depend on people like you and I. So far, we've been able to train over 4 children, and we're taking them through primary, secondary, and in the university level. Some of them, again, we have provided skills for them, and they're able to find place in the society, and they're working today. We've been able to put over 3 structures in the leprosy center. We've given them a generator to support the provision of electricity in the center. And above all, we visit them regularly with relief materials. And where we are now is basically focusing more on the education of their children, giving them exercise books, buying them equipment, trying to provide them with uniform and all that. At the same time, we appeal to people, if you feel strong enough you want to sponsor a child, then you can get in touch with us. Today we have about 35 of the children on scholarship, and with more support, there are more than 150 children in the center today that need such scholarship and sponsorship. So I'm appealing to everybody that cares, please, this is purely a humanitarian venture. We can't do it alone. We need everybody to be part of it. Looking at me physically, I'm not a leprosy patient, and I'm sure many of us are not. But even when we are, we should treat them with some respect and dignity, because whatever we are today is not by our making. It is just the way we find ourselves. Some of us are very opportune, but these ones are not. Looking back, life is a road. At every stage in life, we all pray that somehow we want to be better tomorrow. But while we are praying to be better, there are some people at the background who want to be like us. We have so many opportunities, we throw it away. But there are people who are actually suffering, that if you give them a little opportunity, they will fly. That is just what they need, a little opportunity, a little seed of love. Sow it into the life of these children, and you'll be blessed. Thank you.